Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to Vegeta's Saiyan Army, where we try to make Vegeta great again. This is Jason here. Today, Kenneth has joined me to talk about the upcoming meta. Hey, say hello to our Saiyan friends, Ken.
What's up, guys?
So today our video is, I guess, catered to those who don't know what deck to play this set. We'll be talking about what we think the best colors are of this set and the best leaders from each of those colors. So, because I know a lot of people might have taken a break from the game because of COVID-19 and are out of the loop, or maybe you have been playing this whole time and just want some clarity about our current meta, which is so diverse. So it can get a little confusing, even for us. Yeah. But either way, we believe this video is going to help everybody catch up and stay up to date with the game and help anyone that wants um, to know what deck to take into this set 10 meta. So without further ado, I'll go into the first color, and we'll be going from the strongest, and we'll end at the weakest color in that order. And in each color, we're also gonna go down to the second and third strongest. So the strongest color that I think is black, and black is one of those colors that got the most support this set. And the only reason it's number one in our list for the best colors because of Vegex. So as you can see, I have the leaders from strongest to weakest from left to right. So the strongest will be Vegex. And speaking of Vegex, let's talk about what Vegex does. It's free advantage without the need of a real hand, free board presence, and like a consistent, strong early aggression that if he loses it, he can just get it back mid or late game. If you want more info on him, see literally any video I've ever posted because it's all I talk about apparently. Yeah, the second best I think is Majin Buu. It's not the strongest in the whole game, but just in black alone. Because black isn't that great, Veggie just puts it above. And with the rise of like all the hand control decks coming out, I can see him thriving just because he draws so much, and he also has like really good removal, and he can be aggressive. Third, there's a couple of decks I would put here, but I like Toa, just because it's one of the most consistent decks in the game, and it finds its pieces so easily because it's the mirror chain, and it just got a lot of help with new cards, thanks to like the new support it got. And it's got like some of the new cards like Twisted Sister or the Megikabura 2-drop, and not even a scratch that's being used as a loop. And Ken, what's the Kurosuka? The Kurosukai 1-drop?
Yes.
Yeah, the subsequent
Very
place.
hard to pronounce, guys.
Yeah, so some shit like that, the robot. But so Ken, is there anything you noticed in our testing or in your testing with black that stood out to you, or any decks, any deck lists that you like or dislike, or any that you don't see here that you would add?
Yeah, so I agree with the list. I think black is definitely going into this meta probably one of the stronger colors in the game, if not the strongest. Just in testing, obviously Vegeks, however you pronounce it, is very strong. It's very impressive. I really do feel like something in it is going to get hit because the amount of battle cards you can play in one turn is disgusting.
Yeah, and I think
the fact that you can take what Boo does and put it in Vegeks and make it work, that's scary all on its own, and it doesn't even need that to be impressive. So, yeah, very good leader, very good color. Majin Buu, I also agree with, is a very good leader. Basically, just the great value version of Vegex at this point, in my opinion. Toa, so that third slot, and I'll agree that Toa is probably going to be a rogue deck and can find pieces and it can work very well. I also think that slot can be filled with possibly the Migra as leader, or even honestly, I've seen Matt Saiyan at locals, and it did really well.
Yeah.
So I think that last slot could definitely be flexible, but I think Toa, if it's built the right way, can probably easily take that third slot and solidify it.
Yeah, facts. I just like the drawing and move, but yeah. So again, then this is a super like you said, it's flexible. But all right, so let's talk about the second strongest color, and it's green. Green is so scary this set because it used to be the worst color. I feel like, and it also has a lot of powerful support. And I wanted to make sure, like, I wanted to make it number one so bad. Like, but when I tested the best green deck versus the best black deck, Vegex won most of the matches. I don't want to say all of them, but most. But before we go to the decks, though, considering like what we know about Goku and Vegex, do you see green or black as being the best color? Do you also have him as number two? Because it hurt me putting him as number two. Because I like Green Goku.
Yeah, I think so. This is totally situational on the deck. I think in this case because I think Invoker is still going to be very dangerous. This meta. I think that totally is going to hinge on which leader out of green you play in comparison to Invoker.
Yep.
But the leaders that you have listed, I would definitely agree, are probably the strongest green leaders in the game right now. And I think Goku is definitely being slept on. His ability to awaken on turn 1, sit at 8 life, and then just wipe a board for 2 life is... I know it sounds scary to like get rid of 2 of your life to wipe a board,
but it's free.
Against Vegex, that is a very good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gohan, man, that is such a strong deck and totally could be a budget deck and still win games consistently. And I think Frieza, we're definitely going to see a lot of cool stuff coming out with.
Yeah, so just to explain real quick my reasoning to have black over green, which was really close. So Goku beats Vegex by critting 2 life and wiping the board, right? But like Vegex likes that you critted 2 life in a way, and his board comes back like so easily. The Goku critting like the 2 life seems like a steep cost, but I don't want this to sound like I'm like talking shit about Goku because I love this leader. Like Goku is either Goku is the best or the second best leader. I feel like
that's a hard one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have him in first.
Honestly, out of our testing, I don't think Mono Green wins. That's my opinion.
Yeah. You had. I think we posted a red green. It was really good. Yeah. And in that one, yours won. Yeah. Because you got the topo in there, right? So again, like I feel like a pendejo because when I first read him, I said he was trash. But again, it awakens turn 1. It kills your board and your hand. You can't combo against it because of the unison, the Bardock unison, and it's got so many like offensive and defensive tools. Like it's way too powerful.
Super combo.
Right. So on second place, I still have Gohan because it's a deck that is extremely powerful just because of how early it can hit you and how many times it does it, and because it's the leader that does like most of the aggression and not the battle cards. It's easy to answer. Right. It's easy to answer in a way, but it punishes a lot of great decks that just simply can't defend against it. Like if you don't run Zamasu Super Combo, for example. And then third, green kind of gets bad after Gohan. I don't not bad, but like I don't want to say Frieza is close to Gohan or Goku, but it is another hand control deck. And if you do sleep on it, it will like wipe your hand. So I just keep an eye on them. And then next, I am going to go into what used to be the best color in the game. And it's always been, yellow's always been the best color. But this set, it got great support. So, like, why isn't it number 1 still? I just feel like a lot of its strength comes from the combo area with cards like Ritter's Warcry. And the Bardock Unison just kills, like, any of the strategy from the combo area is just murdered by Bardock Unison. It's still a very powerful color, though. You know, it's still up here. It's still really good. And I have Gotenks as number 1. It's probably the best leader all the way to the left here. It reminds me of like the set 3-pan because he's so generically good. Also
very generic.
Exactly, the Gotenks engine is very powerful, and it's not exactly broken by any means, but it's really good. Second, I still have Jiren. Like I know he's not being used as much, and I wonder why because. He still self-awakens, draws or plays a free body, is 15k on the front, 20 on the back, and can't take damage while awakened. Like, he's getting slept a little bit. Since Shenron, his main weakness is the whole thing that he searches for his pieces instead of drawing. Because when you're in yellow, you want to draw anything because yellow's such a good color. and not drawing yellow cards feels bad. Thankfully, the dragons all do incredible stuff, and they're very cheap to play, um, and very easy to evolve. It takes like 2 energy to go up the whole chain. But there's a lot of yellow leaders. Ken, any thoughts on yellow this set and where it's heading towards as a color?
Yeah, I think yellow is going to be. I agree. I don't think it's the strongest color anymore. Interesting to see this list because, again, Jaren, like you said, Yourself Awakens.
Yeah.
He's 15, 20 on the back, and he free plays bodies, and he can literally take no damage.
Good bodies. Yeah, like U11, like they're fire. Like they're all those guys are good. Like barrier blockers and
Oh yeah,
like, that's crazy.
And then the new arrival card really helps him out.
Yes.
Especially on that awakened side.
Yep.
You activate that ability. Gotenks, like you said, very generic. It can literally make any deck and work well. So that's incredible. And I really think him, especially, he really plays well against. I feel like he's going to play well against Invoker. I haven't tested it personally, but in theory, I think Yellow has a really good matchup to it with all the locking the extra card usage behind, that new Goku, and then, Gotenks himself draws a card when an extra card is activated. And then Sin Shenron, I agree. I think that, not drawing insertion in the chain actually does hinder him because there are so many good yellow cards. And I think that definitely brings him to the bottom of this list, but still, out of all the yellow leaders, I think it's gonna be very strong. I also think something that could be included on here, and this is gonna be it's gonna be a multicolor surge leader, would be Cell.
Oh, that's okay, all right. So edit. Hello, edit. If you have the money, Cell, are you talking about Ribrianne and Saiyan Instincts and Warcry Cell with Xeno Cell? You're talking about the $2,000? Okay, yeah, he's third in that case. You're right.
Because
I like that.
The ability to look and then take whatever cards you want.
Can I change my list last second? You're right. How did I forget about Cell? No, yeah, Cell. Because you have Ribrianne. You have Raiders War. You kind of have because Cell's so much better now because Green got so much better in a way. So now Cell has Kakunza. Now Cell has Ribrianne. Now Cell still has exactly right. Yeah.
He can't use Dormant Potential, but yeah, he's got an arsenal.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Dormant you have Nimbus whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And you can look for it in the top 5 cards of your deck.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's right. But again, you gotta be rich. You need that double stimulus. You gotta be on stimulus, and you gotta have a kid get some child support money or something, because that Cell deck is expensive, dude. But alright, so let's see the next color, and this is where it starts getting a little doo-doo, but blue is one of the weaker colors going into this set, which is why we had to start pulling out the surge leaders.
I don't know, man. I have to.
Again. So I just, you know what? I couldn't put it above yellow. Just the finish.
I think as a total color, you're correct.
Yeah. So
Invoker itself as a separate deck.
Exactly. It deserves its own color. So my beef with blue, the finishers aren't the best. The early aggression isn't powerful, and the things that blue does, which is energy manipulation and defense, just doesn't stack up against the aggression of the other.
I was going to say this right now because I have to throw it before we
hit
go more
into
blue.
Hit me.
Gogeta 7 ban hurt blue.
Bro,
hard.
Really, I felt so bad. Because back in the day, you want to make a regular blue leader good? Okay, just put Gogeta 7 in it. You know, it was so easy. I get the ban. I don't.
No, I get it. I
get it, and I don't.
I feel he was hit because of how versatile he was being used, and people were throwing him in any deck.
Exactly.
I feel they don't want you to keep playing the same cards. I get that, but locking him to a mono blue leader might have been the right thing.
Yeah, lock it to Gogeta BR leader, because there's 3 good ones. They could have done that.
I mean, I'd say even just a mono blue leader. Obviously, keep him so he can't be played in Invoker, because it doesn't need it. It really doesn't.
It doesn't. No, yeah.
But lock it to mono blue. Vegito is a great leader.
Yeah.
no finisher. He
Yep.
has to create a finisher.
Yep.
That's why the card literally creates a finisher.
Exactly, right.
Because there is none in blue anymore. They
Right.
lost. Blue lost its only finisher. That's
So,
my opinion.
no, but you're right. And so the reason I have Invoker first, it's just a scary deck, and it's always been great. And with the addition of the Goku Rival Seeker, it just got a lot better. Like, and what I like about the Invoker decks in general is that like a seasoned Invoker player can take out any deck this format. Like, it's not going to be the best matchup sometimes, but if he has played the game enough, if he knows the matchup enough, like, he's got it. It's got all the tools you need. Like, Invoker has an answer to everything, but it's very dependent not on itself, but on the skills and knowledge of the opponent and how he treats the meta. Second is Vegito. He's just amazing. He draws, he awakens early, it's defensive, and it gives Unison's lethal, which you mentioned, which is sweet because they can't be hit by anything. You know, they're not like battle cards. They can get Shugesh Goku or whatever. Third, I put Samasu, but don't be tripped. I'm not talking about like any of the chains Samasu has done. Yeah, I'm talking about the very aggressive version with like turn 3 Abuni and like it's not tier 1, but it does a surprising amount of damage early on. So I know you play a lot of Invoker. What's your take on the blue
Invoker,
strategies? Yeah.
Invoker's my deck, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm very biased to Invoker.
Yeah.
But I think it's still a toss. To me personally, I think it's a toss-up between Vegex and Invoker on what's a stronger deck. I think they're pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Vegito, creates finishers. It's literally the only reason why blue can be playable, besides the Invoker. Zamasu, I think, like you said, it has to be, you have to put those Aboonies in. It has to be that, Giraffe box build to be competitive. I also think that third spot can also go two ways, other ways besides him.
Oh, okay.
And that's Future Trunks.
Yeah.
I don't know how powerful it's going to be yet because of the chain. Yeah. I don't like combo decks. I've talked about this before with you.
Yeah,
I'm not too big on that, but I think it could be strong. It seems cool. I haven't tested it yet, but it seems pretty cool. The other is either original Soul Striker or reboot Soul Striker.
Yeah.
I think people are sleeping.
We are. I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm sleeping on Soul Striker. The Trunks thing, we tried them so much. The only reason you would run Trunks is if you want to run the Vegito engine, because he's like attached to Trunks. If you're running anything else, you have to ask yourself, why aren't you using Samasu? Why aren't you using
why
Vegito?
Am I not using Vegito?
You know what I mean? Like, because if you do a control version of Trunks, Vegito's better. And if you do an aggressive version of Trunks, Samasu's better. Even though, like, Trunks can be critted and has, like, this sweet removal every turn, which is what I love, it just got outclassed by Vegito and Samasu somehow. But I get, like, someone's going to break it. I'm also not a blue player, so I'm just not used to the, So, let me see here. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this is where we get to the last color. Red is definitely last. This is the Cincinnati Bengals of the Dragon Ball Super card game, dog. This is the Miami Dolphins. I'm a Dolphins fan, but this is the bottom. Red is sad. I couldn't think of the best decks in red because none of them hang with the meta strategies and other colors. Like, I don't even want to make a top 3 for these guys. Because I feel like people are going to watch this and they're so this is the green Goku or red. No, bro, like, this ain't even, like, if I were to make this list, even at their best, they're tier 1.5 or 2 at best. So before I even talk about this, because this list is very disrespectful, I'll ask again your input before I go into these decks. Am I sleeping on red? Because red is my favorite, by the way. It's my favorite color.
I think you're asleep slightly.
Thank you. Okay, hit me. What's up?
Just a little bit. So, I still think the Surge Coup is pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, he got hit.
Mm-hmm.
He's still strong. Red and yellow, wonderful combo.
Yeah.
Has a lot of tools. I don't know if he's going to be as played because he got hit, but he's still a good leader. That's my opinion. I think Beerus is the strongest generic red leader right now in the game. Agree? Disagree? I think that's.
Oh, like mono red?
Yeah.
But like it's so hard. Like, yo, red's my favorite color, so I'm biased. But bro, like I can't think. I can't like. It's yes, he's the best out of the mono red leaders. But damn, that's sad.
But I'm also gonna throw in there if we're talking Surge, Broly Surge.
Hmm.
I still think Broly Surge. I still think is very underrepresented
Yeah.
and can be very strong, and nobody's hit the ceiling with that leader yet.
That's true. He's gonna get better with the green Bardock coming out. I know I keep talking about green Bardock, but it's just like so good. Like it's so good. And with Broly, like if you land the 6-drop SR Broly, then you have no combo for the rest of the game. Like it's just a wrap. Just forget it. So
Yeah, he draws so much too. Like I really think any leader that can draw that much.
the thing, okay, so
So
here's
strong.
right. So here's why Broly is in here. In the current meta, everyone's gonna be running more negates than they usually do to protect their unisons, or they will start to when they realize they need to because they have to.
Right.
And Broly doesn't like negates, because he needs the combo. Also, Broly doesn't like especially negates and hand control decks. Because I remember against Piccolo, bro, it was hard for them. So I hear you, but I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. Again, I could be wrong. And again, red is my favorite color. Like since set one, red.
Yeah.
That's my strategy, and I feel bad, bro. Like I couldn't do it. Even though, like, even after the errata, Surge Coup, he's better than any red deck I could think of. Like he's only
Yeah.
half red,
No, he really is.
but half of Surge Coup is still better than any whole red leader. Like that's how bad red is. Beerus is great because of his early. Like I like the reason he's here. Like I like his early hand, and he doesn't have to swing to draw, so you can
Which is
steer
nice.
away from your like typical red strategy and build something else. If you fill him up with expensive cards, he's not a bad choice to take to a local event. Like I still think that the red sweepers from Draftbox 4 and 5 and Topo could make that better than your ride or die Broly build. And
Topo's
Yamcha,
gonna make any deck better. At this point.
yeah, I know, yep. And Yamcha, like, he's disappointed in testing, but to be honest, like the Sin Shenron Unison, the life burn abilities and the unique cards attached to him being like a red earthling, they're nifty enough to steal games if someone masters the deck and plays with it enough.
I agree.
Yeah, so red. I mean, again, but the game is so wide open, guys. This is just our opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still more preferable to Bulma, but that's just me.
Oh,
I think blockers in
Bulma.
this meta are.
Oh, you're right. You know what? You made me switch my list again. You made me switch because I was thinking about Bulma, but no, you're right. I tell you what, bro. I put Bulma over Beerus, actually.
I mean, I'm just a defensive player.
I put
always
Bulma
play
over
for defensive
Beerus.
decks, so
You're right.
I always lean towards those,
Yep.
and I think that in this meta, to what you were saying, where you needed more negates and things like that,
Yep.
you're trying to protect unisons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the addition of the Arrival Bulma and Vegeta card helps out a lot. It also
Yeah.
gives you another Bulma target for the 5-drop red yellow
Right.
free play Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
So you get more Bulmas in there into the deck,
Yeah.
which is nice. So I think that's also, I haven't tested it yet, but I do feel that it has more tools now. And Arrival blockers.
Yeah, those are great, and also negate blockers. Like anytime you negate with like a Videl or a Roshi, I just feel like
Absolutely.
I just feel like I wouldn't go into it just because of green. Like okay, just now you made me think about Bulma, and as soon as I thought about her, I'm like, wait, Green Goku like wipes this ball.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like you said, Red
Yeah.
has very much so taken a hit by all these, the Bardock Unison has definitely hit the decks that want a combo. It definitely hurts
Right.
Arrival, things like that. And that's going to be, interesting moving into this new
Right.
format that we've never played because of, what's happening with the COVID and things. There's
Mhm.
a lot of stuff that has been unplayed. And
And-
now we got new cards coming in.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? I think she's not as good as Beerus and Yamcha at using great unisons, and I think that might be why Yamcha and Beerus might be better, but who knows? Because they're great with the Sin Shenron and the Vegito and all that. But
Yes.
so Ken, considering we agree for the most part about what we're discussing today, but why don't you tell us what deck you'll be playing next set and why you're choosing that strategy? Without spoiling,
well, I'm
without
still
giving
gonna
us your
main
heat.
deck
Yeah, without
the
giving us
Invoker.
your heat.
I'm definitely gonna main deck Invoker still. I still
Yep.
think that going into the set, we didn't get to see a lot with it the prior set. There was a very small format for it, and what we saw out of it, it was very strong. And like you said before, the Rival Seeker enables it a turn earlier,
Yep.
and it actually enables the burn package, which was highly underrepresented
Yeah.
last format.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually makes that more viable now, and also opens up the option to original Victory Strike in the deck if people
Yep.
are interested in that. So I mean, I think Apex is the better move. But
Same. Yep.
you can play original Victory Strike because that Goku wipes your energy and brings in 3 active ones. So that's something to
Exactly.
keep in mind on turn 5.
Right.
So I think Invoker is still the deck I'm going to play. I am also going to dabble in Green Goku because I do like you said before, I think a red and green version of Green Goku is strong.
Yeah, it's amazing. For me personally, you know me. Every set I try to play a Vegeta leader because he's my favorite character. Obviously. Ever since set 1, when my first leader was Blue Vegeta, and this set is no different. This time I'm taking Vegex competitively. He's half Vegeta, but that's enough. At locals, though, I'm using Red Expansion Vegeta, and I've been using him so much he's actually overperformed somehow for me. Um, but yeah. So more importantly, though, what are you guys playing, man? Do you agree with our list? Would you change anything in it? This game has so many good leaders, man. And we all play so differently. That no one else's list is gonna look the same. Like I know you're defensive, Ken. I know I'm a very like counter player. I play in a combo step, a rival step. Like that's the way I play. So everyone's stuff's gonna look different. But hey man, from everyone at Vegeta Saiyan Army, I just want to say thank you all for your support. I mean, you can tell we're new. With every new video, we figure out a small issue we've had. We're all new at this shit. Like we're fixing like low audio to music. I was using like DMX and my video got hit. I was like, yo, what's happening? But it's all meaningless without y'all and giving us feedback and your support. You guys are been very patient with us. Hey, congrats to all of you that have been topping and sharing your deck profiles. Yo, that's awesome. Like, please post your content, spice, whatever, on the Vegeta Saiyan Army Facebook page and join it if you haven't, because that's a tight community we're building. And that's what it's all about, man. We'll see you guys next time.